Ladies and gentlemen, I believe I have located the surveillance footage showing exactly what and who damaged the reflecting pool. I think I have the video. Let me play it for you right now.
Look at the pool, as you can see there. His motorcade drove right through the empty pool. Last month, the president announced crews will paint the pool in a color he called American flag blue. A reporter asked the president about his priorities, considering the U.S. is still at war with Iran.
So, of course, this is sort of tongue in cheek. The reflecting pool story has entered a phase so absurd that I don't even know where reality ends and parody begins at this point. Remember what Donald Trump told us. He said someone took a knife or a box cutter and they made a slit in my rubber of the reflecting pool. That's what Trump said. And he said people have been arrested. He said it's vandalism. It's sabotage. These are criminals, the whole thing. And we have not found any surveillance footage, even though the area is under 24-hour surveillance, that actually took place. But we did find that the length of the so-called damage happens to coincide with Donald Trump's motorcade driving across the reflecting pool. Now, I'm not even claiming that that's what did the damage, but I'm certainly suggesting that it's more likely that a motorcade of heavy reinforced SUVs are more likely to have damaged it than some lone individual, whether they're from Antifa or not, with a box cutter making a slit in Trump's rubber. And you know what they're doing now? It just keeps getting more and more humiliating. They are putting fences around the reflecting pool. Fences. I guess Trump's finally building the wall. Here's footage from TMZ of a fence going up. What we see here, I'll describe it as workers carrying sections of chain link fence and setting up a barrier. We're going to fix it up with a no-bid contract. It'll get damaged, and then we'll block it, and nobody is going to be able to go near the thing. It's beyond parody, ladies and gentlemen. We have another video of this little construction project. You can see that National Rent-A-Fence doing the incredibly patriotic job of fencing in the reflecting pool. All right. Why is everything so humiliating? Like, every single project starts with a combination of incompetence, nepotism, cronyism, or all three. It goes wrong, and then it requires more money and draws more attention to itself for the degree of humiliation that it causes. Now, I have a bit of great news in the middle of all of this. Our algae collection, my summer algae clothing collection, is selling off the charts. Yesterday, we put up on the screen my green algae collection, and there's Make Algae Great Again hats. There's green shirts that say reflecting pool blue. These are just flying out. Someone ordered $600 worth of these yesterday. And by the way, to that person, let me, this is a very interesting thing. Someone in proximity to DC, I won't say exactly where, but basically like DC, ordered like 20 of the green American flag blue shirts. If you're planning something interesting, like if this is for a softball team and everybody's uniforms are going to be the green algae shirts, or if you're doing some kind of standout or protest or activation at the reflecting pool with the shirts, please let us know and send us pictures, because when I see someone buy 20 of those shirts, I think something's going on. So anyway, those at store.davidpakman.com are selling off the charts. People love it. Now think of the progression of how this has gone. They spent days describing what happened as a horrific act of anti-patriotic vandalism. Trump personally told us about mysterious criminals allegedly attacking the pool with knives and box cutters, even though he originally told us nobody with a knife would be able to do anything. And the solution we've arrived at is we're going to put a fence around a pool of algae. If I had told you at the beginning, we knew it would go bad. But if I had told you at the beginning of this project that this is how it was going to end up, it would have been too on the nose. I don't think anybody would have believed it. Imagine pitching this to a network executive The president becomes obsessed with a reflecting pool, which is too dirty. He spends 15 million in a no-bid contract to fix it. It doesn't work because the algae comes back. He blames vandals and people with knives and then puts a fence around it so no one can enjoy it. Any executive would go, that's so stupid. We can't do that as a show. Like, we've got to tone it down. But that's where we are. And what I think is amazing is that, listen, the reflecting pool is just the reflecting pool, except it really is a perfect metaphor for the administration, where problems that aren't really problems are treated like emergencies. Inconveniences are crises. And when there's any setback, you need a scapegoat, and then you need to find some way to make the entire project even more embarrassing. And in the middle of all this, don't forget that the algae is still there. The algae didn't hear Trump's press conference. The algae doesn't care that it's supposed to be banned from the reflecting pool. Trump can post whatever he wants to Truth Central, and the algae doesn't give a damn. It's just like COVID. COVID was going to disappear like a miracle by April of 2020. And COVID was like, yeah, I don't think so. And the algae apparently isn't either, because nature is stubbornly unimpressed by Donald Trump. I have to tell you, one unexpected side effect of this entire saga, I think the algae is winning. I think Trump is being defeated by the algae. It has survived people getting arrested, supposedly. It's surviving the chain link fence. And it is one of the most pathetic embarrassments of this presidency, where a president whose day is now reportedly restricted to 12 to 5 is spending days talking about a dirty pool and mysterious knife-wielding vandals who we just can't find on video. And what we're left with is a fence around green water. It is all so damn humiliating. If you're trying to get away from cigarettes or vaping, one of the first practical questions is what you replace them with, especially if you're not ready to eliminate nicotine immediately. Check out our sponsor, Zippix Nicotine Toothpicks. Zippix uses quality plant-derived nicotine with a very short list of ingredients. It gives you another option for managing nicotine with no smoke or vapor. Zippix comes in 6 flavors. There's 2 or 3 milligram options, lets you control the nicotine as compared to a cigarette or vape. They're also easy to use throughout the day and in places where smoking or vaping isn't allowed, or it would require you to step out conspicuously for a cigarette, which can cause other problems. Zippix also offers caffeine and B12 toothpicks if you're reducing nicotine altogether or don't even use it at all. If you're tired of cigarettes or vaping, try Zippix Nicotine Toothpicks and get 10% off your first order with code Pakman at zippixtoothpicks.com. The link is in the description. You must be 21 or older to order. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.